Yesterday I played in that Capcom World Warrior thing, and I went 2-2, which is, I'm not like upset about it, but I'm also not happy about it. It's like the most mid result that you can get. What I am kind of upset about, or more so worried, is how closely the storyline of that bracket played out to my Evo run, where I also went 2-2. I made it out of pools at Evo, but I lost in like the second round of the second pool, or the first round of the second pool, which I don't think, that doesn't really count as getting out of your pool, huh? Like I made it out in the losers of winners finals, but so did like 8 other people, and I still placed like 1,000. Like, I'm not very happy about that. I'm not happy about making it out and then immediately losing, but that's besides the point. The way that I played out of Evo is I barely won my first match playing Cammy, and then I got to my second match and I lost the first game to a Ryu player who didn't play the game. I talked to him afterwards. He didn't even play the game. I lost the first game on Cammy to Ryu, and I immediately, like without thinking about it, I just switched to Manon, and I like command grabbed him 12 times and won. And I was like, I told him afterwards, I was like, you outfooted me, so I had to pull out the cheap shit. And he was like, I don't even play this game. So, okay, fair enough. But the thing is, last night, I did the same thing. Like, I played Cammy the first set. I lost this time, and then I went to losers, and I was like, I'm just going to play Manon. Because, like, I think there's something to be said about the level of comfort that I have on that character over Cammy. And that even though their place on the tier list is so different, it doesn't really matter. Like, I think the comfort level on your character means so much more than their position on the tier list. But there are some things that comfort just doesn't solve. Like, there's certain matchups on Manon that even I am not willing to struggle through. Like Guile, even Dalsum, JP. Some of those matchups are just really tough and really tedious to play. And there's some options that the character just lacks. Like, her Oki options are very limited. The fact that she resets to neutral constantly while having decent buttons, right? I'm not going to say she has terrible buttons. She has decent buttons, but buttons that just don't compare to characters like Ken or Luke, or corner carry that doesn't compare to characters like Ken. It's just this weird thing where it's like, if you want to play this character as a solo main, which is what I want, I don't want to keep switching between 2 characters in a bracket. I know some people like that, counterpicking and stuff. I'm just not like that. I just want to put all my time into one character and play one character throughout the bracket. But I think trying to solo main Manon is a little tough. So it might be worth exploring other options, I'll say. And so today, let's take a look at Juri. There's 2 characters I want to take a look at, but we'll probably split it into 2 videos. Today, we're going to take a look at Juri, and I don't know how I'm going to beat the feat allegations. A couple reasons I picked Juri. I did play her a decent amount in 5 before I started playing Cammy. Personal reason, write this down. It's going to be on the quiz, on the pop quiz. This is the only character I played in Street Fighter 4 because it was on free weekend on the 360, and all my friends downloaded it, and I played Juri. And so when I got 5, I wanted to try her again. I played her for like a week, and then I somehow ended up playing like Karen for 2 years. So I never really gave her a fair shot, so I figured now would be a good time, especially because she's really good, which brings me into my second reason, a more practical reason. This is her matchup chart. This is Just a Kid's matchup chart, and as you can see, she doesn't really lose to a lot of the characters that I'm used to losing to. I'm not saying that I'm inherently going to beat these characters now if I am playing this character. I'm just saying if I play this character to its full potential and I learn everything about them, I will have an easier time fighting some of the characters that I just feel like I can't win against on Manon. That's all very far in the future, okay? There's a clip of Daigo talking about that, playing Kage in 5, quick little tangent, where he's trying to learn Kage, and he learns like some very basic things, then he ends stream and he says, that's enough for today. You can't learn everything in a day. And I think it's very important to remind yourself of that when you're learning a new game or you're learning a new character, that it's okay to go at your own pace. Because a lot of the time, I just want to optimize the fun out of the game, and I just want to rush to the finish line. And by doing so, you never reach the finish line if you do things that way. That's enough of that. Let's get the basics out of the way. I'm not going to explain how the character works. You know how the stores work. You know her broken normals and stuff like that. We're going to talk about a little bit of a strategy. So we need to figure out how to get around fireballs. In this game, she has a dive kick, which kind of goes over fireballs if you time it right. She has the store, which will absorb fireballs. And then, of course, she has parry. I think that's the 3 ways that we'll get around fireballs. If we play against JP, her drive rush is actually fast enough to where she can go through the fireball, she'll phase through it, as well as her normal dash is fast enough to where she can just phase through it. The other thing, something that I learned from watching a couple of guides, is if you run into a player, these are players that I like struggle against a lot, but if you run into a player who just does, let me see if I can set the button, that just does this and then like randomly just does a special move. You see Kimberly players do this a lot, where they just like walk backwards and will randomly do a neutral skip option. If you play somebody like that on Juri, you could throw the ground fireball, walk behind it, and then just keep storing and throwing the fireball before that one runs out. and just walk them down into the corner. So eventually they'll have to approach you, and they can't just randomly skip neutral. Most of the time you anti-air is the same thing in 5. You anti-air with medium DP, and if it's a far jump in, you have to do heavy DP, because see how our medium DP angle is a little weird? And I don't know if it's the same as it was in 5, but sometimes if you did the wrong DP, they would like fall out of it or something because it's disjointed. It's like a very strange DP because of how it's a circle. There's got some notable normals we should talk about. I'm not going to go through all of them because I don't really understand all of them myself yet, but our stand light kick's really good for checking things or for buffering into light DP into super or something like that. Goes really far. You can combo with like this, like stand jab, stand light kick. So that's really good. Or even crouch jab, stand light kick is really good. So this might be an option to check drive rushes. Her stand medium punch is really good because it's +2. So not a lot of characters in this game have a plus medium button like that. It allows you to do things like this, which tricks a lot of people because they think after this initial stand medium punch it's their turn, but it's not because this button is plus. You can do this and you're still +2, and then your turn's not over till you do like this or you do something like that. Or if you just don't, you know, do anything, you just end up right here. Maybe they whiff a button, maybe you whip punish. I don't know. There's a lot of options that this character has that I just haven't explored yet. Her stand medium kick makes its return. This button terrorized people in 5. Her stand heavy kick is really good as well. This one's not DI safe. This one is, so you can like recover in time. What else? Crouch medium punch, probably a really good whiff punish. This is also a really good whiff punish as well. Crouch medium kick, and you can convert into something like that. There's much more to talk about this character, like the lights and feng shui engine and all the supers and stuff like that, but this is not a Juri guide. This is just a bare bones trial run. I just want to see if I like the character, and if I do like the character, I'll come back and learn about all that stuff. With that said, let's queue it up, see how it goes. I'm gonna turn on ranked. You can see that I am Diamond 1 because the first week of this game I picked the character and I did drive rush. I just did this. I'm dead serious. That's all I did. And if somebody knew how to beat that, or they knew that that was their turn after this, after that crouch medium punch, then I lost. But I ended up winning all 10 placements. I got put diamond, and then I retired the character until right now. Let's take a look. I just accepted Wi-Fi Ken without looking at it, so that's a good sign. Oh boy. Oh damn. It's like Street Fighter 5 all over again. It's giving me nostalgia. That was bad. So the thing about her stores... Oh, nice. So the thing about her stores is if you have all 3 and you do, like I just did where I misconfirmed the crouch medium kick into the follow-up, you can end in the light fireball and you're -2, so you're safe. But that's only if you have 2 stores to do that. Throw. Mess around with the drive rush. Oh, we didn't talk about forward heavy punch. I should show you. So that's forward heavy punch, and then you can cancel it into store. Her stores are really interesting in this game because the stores themselves are negative, so you often have to space them if you want to do it in a block string. It's not plus like it was in 5 or even safe. It's like -6. I tried to parry. He tried the DP. I think it lagged or something. I saw him try and DP. I'm gonna round start drive rush, see if he reacts. That is a good reaction to jump. I'm gonna throw my fireball. Something you can do here, very simple. Store fireball, throw it, and then a lot of the time, wait to see if they jump. And all right. And if they jump, make sure you pick the right DP or crouch heavy punch if it's that close, maybe. Oh, should have did stand light kick there. Would have reached. Nice. Stand light kick frame trapped him and it air reset him. That's pretty funny. Oh, wrong super. Can I kill? Yep, that works. Yeah. It works. That works in a similar way to Cammy's charge DP into level 3. It looks like it's not going to hit, but she just pulls him out of the air and it works. I think Wi-Fi players always rematch because a lot of people don't accept it, and I wouldn't have accepted it if I was paying attention. Oh, that was 2 hits. Notice how it didn't lose projectile there. In this game, that if you throw an EX fireball and one hit of it gets absorbed, it still hits twice. Oh, wrong conversion. That's fine. I tried to light DP. I just missed it. Sometimes the cheat box doesn't save you. Nice. Tried to backdash. She got caught. That sucks. Nice. I think you can tick throw off of that sand medium punch. Like, it wasn't wrong of him to tech there. I could have thrown. I think. Oh, I thought he was going to whip punish my ass. I'm going to throw this fireball. I'm going to store. I'm going to throw another one. He's going to throw a fireball, I think. Yeah. Oh, what a trade. Her crouch medium kick is, I think, comparable to Ken's, which is really strong. I can't believe that reached him. That is not a real frame trap. I don't know what he got. I don't know how he got hit there. I'm just going to cage him in the corner. Oh, nice check. Oh. Oh, I didn't get my super. Execution errors. Sometimes a cheat box doesn't save you, brother. Sometimes it doesn't save you. I hope that gave you like a, I don't know, a baseline or like very basic game plan. I'm trying to learn this character the right way if I do learn the character, which is slowly and like learn from the ground up, not like learn a bunch of feng shui combos and then work my way down to the basics like I usually do. I think I have a real bad habit of seeing flashy things happening on screen and like in tournaments and then going and immediately trying to learn that rather than like learning how to fundamentally play the character. So yeah, that's kind of my plan. I don't know if I'll stick with her. I do have one more character I'm going to try and I'll make a video about it. But that was pretty fun. And I don't know if it was fun because she's broken or if because the character's fun, but either way, I'll have a year to play the character because Capcom is not changing anything, it seems. That's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing. And I just want to say it feels good to be back and making videos again. I was in kind of a slump after EVO. I wasn't playing very well. I wasn't feeling very confident, and I just didn't want to make videos telling people how to play the game when I myself couldn't figure out how to play the game. So I don't know. I feel like I'm coming out of my slump a little bit, and I'm more comfortable making videos. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please consider subscribing, and I'll talk to you again very soon.